Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, March the 3rd. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Today is going to be a tarot and oracle reading for you guys, okay? And what you guys, might need to know for today, okay? Now, with today being the 3rd, we are in the 3rd day of the month. It's already Tuesday. We're almost getting ready to, be midweek. So please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. Some of you guys may notice the weather is changing. There are changes, okay? Some of you may see these changes. Some of this could be internally. Some of this could be, the moon cycle, things like that. So for some of you guys that resonate with this, please take whatever, resonates with you. If the message doesn't resonate, that's okay. Maybe the message may not be for you for today, and there could be other videos that I posted in the past where, you might be in alignment, or you might be, resonating with those messages instead, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for March 3rd? What do they need to know for March 3rd, please? What clarity and understanding can you give the collective at this time for March 3rd? What do they need to know at this time, please? What does the collective need to know for March 3rd, please? And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday so far. The time right now is 8:15 a.m. where I live, so take what resonates with that. But it is early in the morning at this time before the sun rises. So let's see what you guys might need to know for Tuesday, sorry. What do you guys need to know for March 3rd? So justice, okay, with the number 11. When it comes to seeking balance and fairness, there's justice energy. Libra energy is very significant. Now, when it comes to receiving justice, when it comes to consequence, accountability, this could be either truth or honesty or integrity when it comes to cause and effect. There's something about equality or harmony, or there's something about negotiations, or things of that matter. Okay, now this could be financial settlements for some of you guys that are dealing with a Libra, but whatever this energy is, there's something about balance and fairness. Now this could be you receiving justice in a situation, or there's something about a decision, right, that requires you to weigh, basically weigh the pros and the cons carefully about a situation. And some of you guys could have already done that. There's something about sitting within yourself and thinking about pros and cons of a situation. Some of you may have already thought about, the pros and the cons, or you guys could already have thought about, cause and effect. Okay, so with your energy, when it comes to justice, there's something about karma and dharma. You are not going to go out your way to do things to people purposely to hurt them. But with your energy, there's something about receiving justice or fairness when it comes to a particular situation. Now, 11th house talks about groups. Okay, this talks about groups. This talks about social awareness. For some of you, this is about social media. This could be about the future, protection, gifts, things like that, recognition, and all of that. But when it comes to certain groups, there's something about you receiving justice about a situation. 11 talks about your intuition and you going through an awakening. So for some of you, when it comes to spiritual awakenings, either your ability to see things, which is having psychic insight, is very significant. There's also something about your soul purpose as well when it comes to your energy. So some of you guys are healers, some of you guys are empaths, some of you guys are humanitarians, right? But whatever this energy is, there's something about law, okay, justice, things coming back in your favor. So if you didn't do anything to anybody and you're somebody who minds your business, just going with the flow, things of that nature, then there's something about, you going through certain cycles. Now, this card came up upside down. Again, you guys are going through healing. There's something about a lesson being learned when it comes to survival, and also when it comes to dealing with other, situations, people, places, and things. There's something about completing a cycle with the number 10. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this because, again, this energy talks about you guys completing a cycle. This is about feeling whole within yourself, okay? For some of you, this is an ending leading to a new beginning. So you guys could have ended out a cycle and now you guys are in alignment within yourself. This could be either, a cycle that ended, that needed to end, or there was something about your purpose unfolding. And unfortunately, when your purpose is unfolding, you cannot bring everyone with you. You cannot bring everyone on your journey. So for some of you guys maybe had to make a choice when it comes to the Seven of Cups. Venus energy when it comes to Scorpio, endings and new beginnings, like I said, releasing the past and letting go. Okay, wishful thinking is very significant when it comes to, illusions, or when it comes to even choices that you make. Okay, so even when it comes to like illusions, this could have been love, this could have been career, this could have been finance. There's something about you seeing the illusions when it comes to certain situations, and also being called to distinguish between reality, and also when it comes to focusing on what truly matters to you, right? So again, when it comes to focusing on clarity and discernment, again, choices. This could be people, places, and things. You guys are taking the initiative when it comes to making certain decisions and choices, picking battles that make sense to you. So there's something about choosing your battles wisely. Okay, when it comes to dealing with certain people, places, and things, you basically are in this energetic frequency of basically not wasting your time and energy anymore. Okay, so if it is the past, if something is coming back up in the past, there's something about seeing things for what it is, understanding that not everyone's going to change, unfortunately. You may be changing, you may be wanting to change, you may be, wanting something better for yourself, but there's something about not being able to trust something in the past when it comes to someone's energy. It's almost like you gave somebody multiple chances over and over and over again just for them to show who they were. And there's something about that cycle coming back up again. And some of you may understand this cycle where you guys could be wanting to protect your boundaries and also protect your space, your peace, your sanity, things of that matter. Okay, we have the Empress when it comes to divine feminine energy. So you guys are nurturing, you guys are creative, you guys are abundant. Okay, nature is very significant. So going out in nature could resonate for some of you guys when it comes to abundance. Okay, and doing what you love to do. Now, Four of Pentacles talks about your boundaries, okay? Like, again, when it comes to releasing attachment to material possessions or trust, in the abundance that you guys are receiving, this could be about abundance when it comes to material. It doesn't have to be just material. This could be about you having boundaries when it comes to your energy, right? So even when it comes to someone being obsessed in your energy or trying to control your energy, or there's something about, financial stability and trying to control your expenses. Okay, so even when it comes to like generosity and giving, even if you were somebody who was very generous, you were very giving, okay, there's something about, maybe you guys were, focused on your spending, but whatever this is, there's something about your boundaries at this time. You could be having boundaries at this time when it comes to like your stability. Okay, whether this is mental stability, structure, foundation, whatever this is, you guys are showing up in this energy of power, skills. Okay, something about your skills, your talents. Okay, having high standards for certain things. Okay, even when it comes to like expertise or, commitment, there's something about you being committed at something. So this could be a job. This could be you receiving some type of financial return, dedication to your partner's needs, whatever this is, right? But with the 8th house, this talks about death and transformations. You guys are either stepping into your power when it comes to leadership and success, and even when it comes to being disciplined at this time. Okay, cause and effects are very significant when it comes to dealing with certain people. So some of you guys, when it comes to like you mastering your skills, focusing on, like I said, what matters to you. Some of you guys could be focusing on your skills. You could be focusing on your talents. And there's something about, excuse me guys, I just had a hiccup. That's why my voice was shaky. There's something about when it comes to your skills and talents, right? Some of you guys with the 4 of Pentacles, when it comes to your energy, you're trying to manifest at this time. Like you're focused on your mental stability, you're focused on wealth, you're focused on protecting your energy, you're focused on like I said, things that matter to you. So if this means you guys are building your craft, you know, basically upgrading your skills, okay, whatever this is that you guys are doing, you guys are receiving justice for that. Okay, so it's like someone minding their business and like focusing on, you know, their work, or focusing on something that, you know, fulfills you. And again, like I said, with the number 8, you guys could be stepping into your power, endings and new beginnings. Okay, sun in Virgo could be very significant. Maybe you guys have your sun in Virgo, or the Virgo moon could be very significant. Okay, we have the Hermit. Okay, so this is about going into introspection. This is about withdrawal, solitude, search for self. So with the full moon being in Virgo today, the full moon is fully in Virgo. Okay, some of you guys could have sought your truth. You guys could have sought inner wisdom. There's something about going in with your own light. So if you have your own light and you used to shine your light on other people, shine your light, you know, in general, whatever the case is, there's something about you going within and shining your own light. Okay, you going within and focusing on yourself and not focusing on other people at this moment, because right now you guys are in an energetic space where you guys are focused on, you know, your future. You guys are focused on, you know, the positive things. You're not focusing on negative energy. You're not focusing on the past. You're focusing on the future. So for some of you guys, when it comes to celebrations, this is about community, friendships, okay, group events. For some of you guys, this is about Mercury in Cancer. So again, for some of you guys, this is about celebrations. With the number 3, this is about you stepping into self-expression and using your art or your voice. Okay, whatever this is when it comes to communication, either you're communicating really well or storytelling could be very significant. Okay, but sharing your experiences when it comes to communities or, you know, communication could be very significant. There's something about you guys releasing the past and stepping into this new abundance, whether this is beauty, okay, whether this is fertility, whatever this is, you guys are stepping into this new energy. You guys are moving forward. Okay, so obviously take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation. Yeah, releasing the chains when it comes to oppression. Okay, when it comes to feeling powerless, when it comes to limitations. Okay, so you release yourself from unhealthy attachments. Take what resonates with that. These unhealthy attachments could be anything. Okay, with the Chariot, this is about success. This is about determination, control, self-discipline, and focus. Like I said, when it comes to your money management, when it comes to control, you guys are in this progress right now where you guys are determined. Okay, overcoming obstacles when it comes to achieving victory through determination and willpower, right? Being in control of your own destiny. So if you have other people around you right now where they could be trying to control the narrative, or they could be trying to get back into your energy, there's something about protecting your energy at this time and basically not allowing anybody to disrupt what you have going on at this time. Yeah, like I just saw the Strength card. I'm taking it out. Okay, this is about someone's wishes coming true when it comes to the 9 of Cups. Okay, 9 talks about completion and it talks about service. So when it comes to healing other people, unconditional love, letting go, basically letting go to ascend, you guys are going through a transformation when it comes to releasing and letting go. These unhealthy attachments could be anything. It could be, you know, family, friends, you know, environments that you've worked in, places that you've gone to. But whatever this energy is, you guys are showing up as the King of Cups, okay? You are somebody who's very, not calculated, but when it comes to like emotional, you know, awareness, emotional intelligence, and compassion, you are somebody who is very smart. Okay, you have this thing about you where you guys could heal other people. Now, when it comes to like emotional maturity and also control, you are very aware about your energy and the energies around you. So even when it comes to like emotional maturity, there's something about you being more emotionally mature when it comes to situations. You guys could have released, again, like I said, released certain people, places, and things. And the Strength card is showing up in Leo. So there's something about inner strength, resilience, and also confidence. Okay, some of you guys are stepping into your inner power. There's something about, yeah, moving forward with the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is about strength, leadership, right? Long-term investments. This is about stability and success and unions, the lovers, right? You choosing love and harmony with whether this is within yourself, partnerships, whatever this is. You made a choice, okay, either to choose yourself in a situation that maybe no longer serves you, or you're deciding to choose yourself in general, right? With Judgment at the bottom of the deck, this is about whatever this is, about awakenings, renewals. So for some of you with the number 20 card, this is about you going through a renewal. With the 20, this is talking about you mirroring other people, right? So even when it comes to emotional acceptance and divine timing, you are learning to accept certain things emotionally, understanding certain lessons that are being repeated again at this time. Because really, when you think about it, right now we are in the Mercury retrograde. Okay, Mercury retrograde talks about being very careful and very cautious about repeating certain cycles over and over and over again. And when you're somebody who's aware and you're on your journey and dealing with certain, environments, whether this is a workplace, a home, a family member, whatever this is, you guys know what you do not want in your energy. Release. You guys are releasing what no longer serves you, like I said. This is right now the time where you guys are releasing and letting go certain people, places, and things when it comes to you guys protecting your energy. Okay, so if this is a home, if this is family, if this is friends, whatever this is, if this is a mindset, whatever it is, you guys are releasing it because energetically, it doesn't serve you. And even if this comes back energetically in a different face, it still won't serve you, okay? Because you guys are following your beacon. You guys are the star. There's something about following your beacon, following your own path, okay? Step by step, taking something step by step, following your own path, taking a leap of faith when it comes to trusting yourself, okay? Trusting yourself, trusting the information or the guidance that you guys are receiving when it comes to the situation that you guys are in, okay? Yeah, when it comes to love, right? So again, you guys are releasing your energy when it comes to sweetness. So certain people that used to get your love, your sweetness, your kindness, there's something about you guys releasing those same people because you went in and you reflected. You've done the inner work and you realize that not everybody deserves my energy. Not everyone deserves my kindness. Doesn't matter if it's family. Doesn't matter if it's a friend. It doesn't matter who. Okay, you're protecting yourself. You're in isolation at this time. Some of you guys are in isolation because you guys are protecting your space. You guys are protecting your boundaries. Okay, determination as well. Cleanse. Okay, some of you guys could have cleansed your energy. Okay, because right now you guys are focused. Right now you guys are determined. And you're not focusing on anything that can bring you back, basically. So there's something about someone's energy trying to bring you back to the past, and you're no longer entertaining that. Like, you guys are ignoring that energy, okay? You guys are ignoring it. Yeah, so shadow. When it comes to your shadow, you guys are listening to your guides, right? Following your guides when it comes to shadows, when it comes to unseen things, okay, with the number 43, right? So for some of you guys, angel number 777 is very significant when it comes to you guys listening to your inner knowing, okay? Listening to your guides is very significant. So there's something about listening to your guides, listening to your inner knowing, okay? Listening to your conscience is very significant when it comes to, certain situations. Yeah, relief, okay, with the number 12. Okay, so some of you guys, when it comes to being in relief, you guys are in relief at this time because you guys are protecting your energy, protecting your peace, right? And 1212 is very significant. 1212 is about choices and mirrored numbers. Okay, so you guys are balancing your energy at this time. Yeah, basically it's safe for you to travel when it comes to you guys listening to your inner knowing. Home is very significant with the number 10. There's something about feeling whole within yourself, with or without anybody at this time. And when it comes to your energy, when it comes to relief, when it comes to, protecting your home, meaning home within yourself, mentally, physically, whatever this is, you guys would rather protect your mental well-being than entertain things that have no value to you. And when I say no value, I mean like what is the point, right? Like if it's like basically going into the same cycles or the same loops, then what is the point, right? Yeah, you guys could be looking for a sign when it comes to, you know, moving forward, right? So this card says it's up to you, and there's something about recovery. Yeah, so there's something about you being in recovery. Okay, Spirit is saying it's up to you whether you want to, you know, either recover a connection or, you know, focus on yourself or go within, right? It's basically up to you how you show up or how you want your story to be written. So again, when it comes to dealing with people, places, and things, you are not somebody who cares about, you know, whether people like you or not. You're more focused about your mental well-being and focusing about what matters to you. You know what I mean? Like, you would rather sit in solitude and basically focus on your mental well-being, your mental state, what matters to you. Okay, even if there's things going on or, you know, around us or around the world, at the end of the day, you still have to remember that you're still going through something, you know, whether this is you, someone you know, or someone in your energy. And a lot of times people forget that, you know, people are going through things. They're not the only one that's going through something. And when you're somebody who has emotional intelligence and you can basically take yourself out of the equation and put yourself in the equation of someone else's shoes, it's harder for you to realize that people just do things because they think that it's okay to do that. When you do things based on being mindful and saying to yourself, okay, well, let me put myself in this person's shoes and understand why they are the way they are or why they think the way that they think. But just because you put yourself in someone's shoes doesn't mean that you treat people horribly because of what you have going on, or, you know, whatever traumas that you didn't heal, or whatever the case is. Okay, some of you guys could have went through a lot of stuff, right? But you guys still, you know, continue to remain positive. Okay, so communicating clearly is very significant when it comes to abundance. Okay, you could be someone who communicates clearly, or there's something about communication that's very significant. Like, again, there's something about you communicating clearly, and no, like, you communicated something clearly to somebody already where you could have told somebody no. And instead of respecting your wishes, or, you know, just respecting your feelings or respecting how you felt in that moment, you can still be saying no to that person. Because like I said, when it comes to lessons or learning lessons, for some of you guys, some people's lessons, it's not about being able to come back into your energy and like smooth things over. For some people, the lesson being learned is they have to live without you, or they have to live with the fact that you no longer speak to them. That's the lesson for certain people. Not everybody has that same lesson, but that is the lesson for some people, where you could have left certain environments, or you guys are still in those environments, but because you guys are protecting your energy, there's something about peace and not having to deal with certain people or entertain them. Just because you live with somebody or you're around somebody doesn't mean you have to speak to them. You know, your silence is more than enough than having to go back and forth with somebody who would rather not understand. You know, it's like trying to understand, but it's like going in a circle. And it's like, why would you want to go and repeat that same cycle over and over again? So that could be, you know, confirmation and clarity for some of you, okay, when it comes to the energy. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Okay, guys, please take what resonates with you guys whenever you see this. Please follow me on TikTok and YouTube whenever you see this message. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can follow me there. I post blogs, and you guys can check out my website when it comes to booking a reading. All right, guys. So again, if you guys want to book a reading or check out my website, you guys can go there. And again, when it comes to you guys recovering and following your path, following, you know, the guidance that you guys are receiving, there's something about receiving justice, or justice coming in your energy because of cause and effects. Okay, there's something about balance and fairness, and you would rather be in this energy of protecting yourself rather than having to go through the same cycles or same loops over and over again, where someone may show up and pretend that they've learned the lesson, just so that they can do it again. And some of you guys are not trying to figure that out. Like, you know, when you kind of, you know, go into an environment and you can see that the environment is not for you, it's almost like once you find that environment is not for you, you are not somebody who is going to go back and entertain that, because you already received what it is that you received. You already observed what you've observed when it comes to that situation. So it's almost like being a one and doneer. Like, it's like, I already saw what I saw. I learned my lesson. There's no need to go back and learn anything. And again, you can have some people trying to get you coming back into the past when you are no longer in that energetic frequency. You are no longer in that space. You are focused on, you know, things that make sense to you or matter to you, instead of trying to, you know, lower your vibration, basically. So there's something about someone's energy when it comes to low vibrations, lowering vibration, where you are in a higher energetic frequency, and this person could be trying really hard to get you back into this energetic frequency that you don't care to be in. You know, you would rather protect your peace than entertain something that doesn't even make sense. Like, there's no point, right? So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Please take what resonates. And again, thank you guys for the love, the support that you guys have been sharing and giving to me. I appreciate that. And I am gonna end it here. Right now the time is 8:39 a.m. So whenever you see this video, you know, take what resonates. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys, bye.